think what's significant for me is if you look back over the last 4 years and you look at the world rankings where Ireland's been, look, we've been in the top 4 consistently now for 4 years. We might have dropped out for a week or two here and there, but we are consistently in the top 4 over a very long period of time. For me, that's really meaningful, because in this business or in professional sport, you're not going to stay at the top forever. That's unrealistic. But you've got to be able to say that when your good days are good, yes, you're up there. And when your days aren't so good, you're not bottoming out to somewhere where you don't want to be. At the moment, our bottoming out has been hanging around 4th place in the world. So we are continually mixing it with the big boys in the league now on a consistent basis. And for us, that's what we've got to continue to do. And we're looking at how do we do that, or how have we gotten to where we are now? And I think, some of the things I wanted to point out was about the infrastructure that supports all of this. And some of you know that better than others, but over the last 6 years now, we've put an enormous amount of effort into building the infrastructure that gives us that sustainability and enables us to support what goes on at the very top of the game. So when the NTS was brought in 6 years ago and really changed the whole fabric and dynamic of what we do in the pathway, to give you some idea of what that looks like, we currently have 60 IRFU employees that work throughout the pathway. Those IRFU employees are working within the provinces and working centrally, but they're all centrally coordinated and the programs are centrally designed and run. They're delivered with the provinces and worked very cohesively with the provinces, but there are 60 IRFU employees that deliver. That takes in coaches, strength and conditioning coaches, it takes in nutritional support, physiotherapy support, medical support, but that gives you some idea of the amount of work, effort, money that goes into actually producing what's going on at the top of the game at the moment. To give you an idea of the benchmarking as well that we do, if you look at the under-20s, right, because for us, the under-20s is a benchmarking point after we've gone through that NTS process. The last 4 years, Ireland has won 3 under-20s and come 3rd, I think, and included in that is 2 Grand Slams. So again, as a benchmarking point of view, that's significant with what's going on in the system and the number of people who contribute to that. It's easy, I know, at times to sort of look past this, but Peter Smith, Wayne Mitchell lead that team, and there are so many people contributing to what's going on and getting these players to where they are that they can compete both provincially very quickly at a young age and create competition within the provinces and watch those players go on to compete at the international level of the game. So from a small rugby playing country, this is what we've been able to create and do, but it's happened because there's a lot of people that are aligned and committed and understand what their job is. And that's producing what we've got at the moment. So it doesn't just happen magically. It doesn't just happen because we've got some really good head coaches in our system or whatever. It happens because there's a structure with a lot of really talented people working unbelievably hard to support our players to make them the best that they can be.